Hi guys, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about using Lightform to do some really detailed projection mapping. So today I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to achieve that. Okay, so here we have our image. So you can see it's done a really good job of pulling through all of the data. You can see the individual petals and the leaves. So the first thing we'll talk about is how to zoom in and zoom out, because when you're dealing with detail, sometimes you want to be able to zoom into the image so you can see what you're dealing with. So if you have a tracking pad on your laptop, it's really nice and easy. You can just pinch in and pinch out, and that will zoom into the image for you. And if you press the spacebar and then your left key on the tracking pad, you see you've got a hand here, and you can move the image around with that. So what I want to do is I want to have individual flowers on individual surfaces. So to start any surface, we just go up here and we choose which tool we're going to work with. So I'm going to go straight into Magic Brush, and whilst you are in here, just to note, if you decide that you want to work with another tool, just go up to the top corner here, click down, and you can choose between different tools as you need. So we'll start with the Magic Brush. I'm going to work on this flower here. So we're going to start on 20. I'm going to pull my tolerance up a little bit. We'll just see how that goes. So with the tolerance, it's going to do some kind of intuitive selection here. If you're finding that it's picking up too much, then you can turn the tolerance down. For now it's doing a really good job, so I'm just going to go ahead and select the rest of the flower. So you can see here, this spill, I don't really want that, so I'm going to go down, I'm going to bring the tolerance down, I'm going to come over here to the minus so I can subtract the area that was selected that I didn't want selected, go back into plus with your tolerance down, and then you can carry on selecting. Okay, so you can see that's done a pretty good job of selecting the individual petals. If you want to go into more detail, you absolutely can do. I would recommend using the brush tool. So come down here and select this. Now you can choose your brush size. You can see it go very large, or you can go much smaller. So what I want to do is just get a crisper edge around the circle, the middle part of this flower. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now by hand. So I'm happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and create the surface. So I'm going to click create surface. Here you have the option to increase the fit accuracy. So what you can do, you slide this up, you see you get more points on here, and when you go through to the next page and you've created the surface already, these all become editable points. So the more of these you have, the more detail you can then use to edit and adapt the shape. For now, I'm just going to pull them down to about here. I think that would be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and click done. And there's our surface. So now we can go in and we can select what we want to do on that surface. I'm going to go over to the asset browser, and I'm going to choose one of the effects. I'm going to choose tie-dye. So we're going to insert the content onto the surface. It comes up here, and this is where we can edit it. So we go ahead, there's all sorts of options within here, so just play with it until you find something that you really like. And also, just to note, you can see the square around here. So there's an opportunity, you've got the center of this spiral, it's just slightly off of the center of the flower right now. So I'm just going to pull that down, and that's lovely. So you can stretch that out as well. Make sure you're covering all the petals. Just keep moving it around until it works for you and you're happy with it. And I'm really happy with that. That looks great. So we're going to go ahead and do that on a few different flowers. Okay, so that's what we have there. So we've managed to individually pick out the flowers and create all the detail that we wanted. You can see that there is some spillage over the sides. You can definitely go in again and use the editing to pull down those points where you can see it going over. I kind of like it myself as a personal preference, but it's entirely up to you. Just, take your time and get it to look exactly how you want it to look, and of course play and enjoy it. So I hope this was helpful for you.